What is up, my fellow mobile gamers? Welcome back to my weekly roundup of the most interesting mobile games I played last week. Today we'll be covering 4 games ranging from an online 3D action RPG to a humorous fantasy clicker game, a tennis meets zombie casual arcade game, and then lastly a World of Warcraft clone MMORPG game. Now, if you want to learn more about my thoughts on each of these games, you can go check out the description box where I left not only download links for these games, but also the links to my full videos on each game. I do hope you feel like sticking around till the end of this video for my favorite game of the week, and while you're watching, do let me know what your go-to mobile game is at the moment. And now, let's just get started with the first game of this week. Almost a Hero is a very well-regarded and humoristic idle clicker game set in a fantasy RPG universe, and this game, by the way, has a very sizable Reddit community, so if you do get into the game, definitely go check out its subreddit. Now, the game sticks to the good old clicker game recipe. Tap the screen to deal damage, kill monsters to gain gold, use gold to buy heroes that deal damage force automatically, reset all progress to gain a permanent stat boost, and then from there on, simply repeat that process. What the game lacks in gameplay innovation, however, it does make up for in its super clean art style, fine-tuned and decently paced progression, a great fantasy setting, fun humor throughout, and a monetization that does not try to force us to buy in-app purchases. The game can be played offline, it takes up 214 megabytes of space, it's out on Android and on iOS, and if you're into idle games, this one is definitely worth taking for a spin. Now, today's next game is Smashy Duo, which is a fast-paced arcade game that mixes tennis with, well, smashing zombies, because why not, I guess. So after launching our tennis ball, the objective is to simply tap either the right side or the left side of the screen at just the right time to keep smashing the ball back into the faces of more and more zombies. The game features over 100 hero skins to unlock, 5 power-ups to upgrade, a bare-bones story mode, and an endless mode. I do feel like a 2-player multiplayer mode would be really awesome, but that is sadly missing from this game. Monetization happens through a $3 in-app purchase to remove all advertisements, with in-app purchases going up to around $10 to buy more gold if you want to unlock all the character skins immediately. Now, just as with pretty much any other arcade game as well, Smashy Duo will eventually grow stale and repetitive, but for a quick casual game, at least the concept is more unique than the average. The game is offline playable, it takes up 121 megabytes of space, it's available on Android and on iOS, and it's one of those perfect for wasting 5 minutes on a boss type of games, so if you've been looking for one of those, Smashy Duo is definitely worth a play. World of Kings is a new 3D fantasy MMORPG with a toony art style and overall a gameplay that is very similar to Crusaders of Light or, of course, World of Warcraft on PC. Now, unlike World of Warcraft though, the large world requires us to use the auto-questing and movement systems to navigate because we're never told where any monsters or NPCs are located, and all PvE battles can be finished 100% on auto mode. On the bright side though, the game's 9 different classes feel distinct and unique, and in team-based dungeons, a proper combination of classes seems to be required to be able to survive, unlike most other mobile MMORPGs. I just gotta throw that out there. In most of them, it doesn't really matter what class you are, what combination your team is made up of, but it does seem to do that in this game. The English translation of this game is horrible though. The game is very pay to win, and the entire game feels somewhat rushed, so despite the hype and the articles or videos you may have seen about this game, I would actually stay away from this one, or at least wait a few months to see if it's still actively being developed. The game requires online access, it takes up a whopping 1.98 gigabytes of space, it's available on Android and on iOS, and while I wasn't super impressed with the game, the standard for these World of Warcraft-like mobile MMORPGs is just very low overall, and so World of Kings might just be good enough to consider checking out if you really want to play these types of games in the first place. But if what you're looking for is a solid mobile MMORPG that doesn't have to be like World of Warcraft, then consider checking out something like old school RuneScape instead. And now, a drum roll please, my favorite game of the week is Evil Lands, which is a fun, semi-open world online 3D action RPG with PvE and PvP, no card systems, no energy systems, and no VIP systems. These games do exist apparently, and I found one of them in Evil Lands. Unlike most mobile RPGs, although we primarily kill monsters, bosses, and complete quests alone, we do play in a world filled with other players, which makes the universe feel all the more alive in this game. The graphics in this game are definitely above average for a mobile RPG, even though they didn't really blow me away, but the combat is fluid and it's fast-paced, and I'm really liking that. There are lots of skills to unlock and level up for each class, and an attribute system allows us to truly customize our build as well, all of which are things I really like about this game. The game does have its minor flaws though, such as too low of a monster spawn rate, but at least the monetization is relaxed, which means we can buy better gear immediately, but there's fortunately never any need to do so. You do need a constant online connection to play this game, but it takes up only 664 megabytes of space. It's available on Android and on iOS, and it's a super promising 3D action RPG. So much so that it has been my favorite game of the week, and I would strongly recommend to go check it out if you like what you saw in this video. Thank you so much for deciding to spend a few minutes with me here today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you'd like more mobile gaming goodness, then consider joining our community by subscribing and hitting the notification bell right here on this YouTube channel. And until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.